How was it that I got it so wrong with Bitcoin? Just a couple of weeks ago, I was saying how Bitcoin was going to go down to $12,000. And today it has broken $20,000 for the first time. And it's great for Bitcoin. It really is. How did I get it so wrong? Where is Bitcoin going to be going now? Let's take a look. Hi, I'm Ben. This is my wife Gigi, and we set out in 2017 on our journey to follow our passion and own our very first hotel. While away in Australia and the Philippines, I rediscovered Bitcoin, and by the time we came back home some 3 months later, I had turned $500 into over $10,000 just by trading crypto. I was hooked and started this YouTube channel to help others profit from crypto. Today, we also have our site Mutu.ninja to help our growing community with tools ranging from training videos to trading signals, and we continue to build in new features all of the time. Our goal, however, has not changed. We're still striving for that first hotel, but we know that trading the crypto markets is going to be our best chance of success. Welcome to another step along the road as we get that bit closer to finding our new home, our new business, the hotel. So right here we are looking at Bitcoin on the 4-hourly chart. This is actually Heikinashi, so the price is much higher. Let's just change these candles here to regular candles. You can see it's all the way up here, 20,600-ish. In fact, right there, the high so far has been $20,799. So a long way from the 12,000 that I was certainly hoping for. How is it that we managed to get here? Some say it's institutional buy-in. However, that is not actually the case. So if you have a look at this chart, what I've done here is I've marked out these areas here, which are the weekends. You can see it's 12 bars on the 4-hourly. This is 2 days. And it's gone down through the week, through sort of Thursday, Friday time. And then we've hit the weekend. And over the weekend, it's been going up. Same thing happened here. So this is 3 weekends worth. And every single weekend, it's just the normal everyday people, not the institutions, because they're closed during the weekends. They only really buy and sell during the weekdays. It's just regular, normal people which are pumping up the market. And what you see here today, right now, my goodness, just look at that go. Yeah, it's really getting pumped up. So they are FOMOing like I've not seen them FOMO since 2017. It is absolutely crazy right now. But just where has all this FOMO come from? It's been crazy, right? Well, I'm going to share with you this really cool little blog post that I've just found. And this blog is, as you can see, it's actually in French. And I know we've got a lot of French members on Mutu.ninja, so you know, you've probably already seen this. I've checked out the stats on this. They get lots and lots of views in and around France. These guys are probably in Paris. Now, if you don't speak French, like neither do I, about bonjour and au revoir, that's about it as far as I can do. So what you got to do is go up here, and I don't think you can see this, but basically you use Google Translate, okay? And all you need to do is up the top there, just click on the little translate and click translate this page, and it will just translate the entire page. There we go. Now we're in English. And just 2 days ago, I was looking at this post right here. So Bitcoin December 4th. And what is it? A rookie's mistake. Here we go. So this is where we're going to be talking about Peter Schiff. And he tweeted out to say that there was this company here, the CEO of a company called MicroStrategy, and he had erred in announcing plans to raise $650 million to acquire Bitcoins, because according to Schiff, this announcement will push traders to buy Bitcoin even before MicroStrategy do, so before they've actually had the chance to raise that $650 million, and that will push the price of Bitcoin to relatively high levels, as what we can see right now, and traders will then sell their Bitcoins, leaving MicroStrategy shareholders in a bind. And this is exactly what we see happening. This is not institutions buying, this is not MicroStrategy CEO buying it for his shareholders during the weekends. This is just everyday normal people buying it up, pumping it up every single weekend for some reason, and then today it's just exploded up above 20,000, going off to new highs, and that's good-ish. But I'll be honest, it does have me pretty concerned because this is not like normal natural growth for Bitcoin. It really does need that pullback, which I've been talking about for some time. And I'm going to show you just how severe the situation's getting. I believe a couple of videos ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago, I said it was likely to go down to 12,000. And I wasn't expecting like a harsh sudden drop. I was thinking it was just going to be a sort of a trickle down over a few weeks time, and it'd be nice and easy to sort of sell off your Bitcoin at any point during that period, get it nice and cheaper. And that's how we make money as traders, right? We want to sort of like buy it nice and low, sell it high, and then let the market drop again so we can actually buy some up and double up your Bitcoin. That's the point. You want the market to go up and down, not just up. And this is my major concern. It is the MACD. So previously, you can see over here, this is where Bitcoin was rising up, and the MACD was also rising up there with it, going up beautifully all the way up to, you know, like 19 odd thousand, whatever it was, up to the old all-time high. And that was great growth. You can see the MACD and the price both in alignment there. And what we've got a bit of a top here, and then we had a higher top maybe a week or two later, and right now we've got a far higher top all the way up here. So you can see quite easily there that the price has been going up. However, the big problem is that the MACD that you can see here, the moving average convergence divergence, okay, is going down. Now it does look like it's about to cross over, so we could see even more upwards to come here for Bitcoin. It could go up to maybe like 22, 23,000, maybe 25. Who knows? Who knows where it's going to go? But should it be going there? Is it just out of control? And the problem is when you have this amount of divergence, this has been going now since what, 26th of November? So almost like getting on a month. And if this continues, then there is going to be a very, very fast and harsh drop in the market, a very hard correction. And this is why, despite, yes, it's great news that Bitcoin's gone above 20, it is not doing it in a nice, easy, safe, secure sort of fashion. I'm pretty worried about Bitcoin right now, and it does seem extremely risky. So I'm not all in Bitcoin, I'll be honest. I've taken a lot of my Bitcoin out and putting it into altcoins, into some in USDT, which I normally absolutely hate. But considering just the ridiculous level that Bitcoin's going to and that huge amount of divergence, extreme divergence on the daily MACD there, it's got me pretty worried. So I'm expecting a very harsh correction soon. I could be wrong again. Who knows? Who knows? I could be wrong, but I've certainly noticed over the years that this sort of level of insanity, FOMO insanity, does only seem to last a couple of days. So probably by the end of this week, you're going to start to see that start to sell off. And when it starts, you will most likely lose out if you do not sell extremely quickly. Because as I say, I think this is going to be a very hard and fast correction. Few weeks ago, I said it was going to be nice and gentle and it'd be very easy. This time, I think by the time that you realize the market's falling, you've probably already lost a significant amount and you might be better off just holding, because when this does correct, it's going to correct very, very fast. Another handy little indicator that you could use to figure out just where the top for Bitcoin is going to be is to check out CNBC. So on the CNBC Twitter, we've done this maybe a couple of years ago. It was announced by somebody that had been looking into it that basically whenever CNBC actually puts some sort of news article out about Bitcoin, if it's a bearish news article, generally they would have it wrong pretty much 100% of the time. And that would mean that the price, if it was bearish, the price would start going up. If they come out with something which was very bullish news for Bitcoin and they were very strong behind Bitcoin, generally it pretty much that exact same day, the Bitcoin price will start going down again. So if we do see any CNBC Twitter news stuff come out about Bitcoin, and it is going to be very, very bullish over the next day or two, that is really the trigger sign that you're looking for to start to sell off your Bitcoin if you do hold some. I still have a little bit left over myself in a hardware wallet. I may well transfer that soon once we do start to see a top, because as I say, I think this is going to drop pretty fast when it does. But honestly, there's no telling whether or not it will at all. Maybe this is just going to be the bottom and we're never ever going to be touching like sub 20,000 ever again. Just look at all this bullish news that we got here on the blog post. This is the Coin Tribune, and it says, according to Tyler Winklevoss, smart investors are quietly buying Bitcoin. And then we got something else over here. So we've got Wales could be transferring their Bitcoins to institutions. Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Everybody talking about Bitcoin right now. It seems pretty hard to believe that it's going to go down at this point. I sure hope it does, because that is the whole point of trading, is for it to go up and you ride it up, you set it off, then it comes down so you can actually take some profit. It is going to come down at some point, so if you are waiting for that, that is going to be the best time to jump in. I wouldn't want to be jumping in right now, looking at that big candle. Okay, and just one more thing to mention on here. If I scroll out, you can see this blue line. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to change the color of this blue line so that we can see it a bit better. Let's make it green. There we go. So if I scroll out and let's try and squeeze this in a bit. There we go. So we can see it kind of starts here, and it's like a trend line. It's not exactly perfect. You can see it does break down a bit there. If you scroll in, you can see this is kind of like some sort of resistance. And as we come along, that's been the top, it was the top, it was the top, it was the top. And right now we've broken back above it. So when Bitcoin was going up originally, this was really the bottom of the trend line, and it was just bouncing off of that all the way up. And right now it's broken up above that. So I'm kind of thinking that now that it has broken above, I don't think it's going to come back below that easily. And there is also now that we're above this point, going to be a lot of resistance which has been brought up along there. So over here we've got these highs, plus these highs, these highs, these highs, these highs. So all around here, about this 19,500 mark, there is going to be bags of resistance to get back down underneath that. That is going to take quite a lot of selling off. So yeah, I'm not too sure that Bitcoin can do it. I'd like to see it go back down. Let's go down to like 15, 17, 18,000, wherever it would be, where we can all buy back up and then make even more money going forward, rather than having to buy in at 20 just so that it can go to 22 and then fall back to 20. It's just little amounts, you know. Realistically, that's like 10% for Bitcoin right now. And cryptocurrencies can easily do like 15, 20% in a day. So the thought of making 15% or 10% on Bitcoin, really, is it really worth it? So I think you're better off right now maybe looking for some good altcoins, something like eGold, Elrond eGold. Gold has been fantastic over the last week. Monero also has been doing really well, plus a whole bunch of others. So if you're following the master signals, you can see here I've used these sheets pretty much every day over the last couple of weeks just to mark out all of my trades every single day, and trading those top 50 cryptocurrencies over on our site Mutu Ninja and trading these coins each day has done far better than just holding Bitcoin, because you cannot make more Bitcoin, which is really your end goal, if you're just hodling Bitcoin, right? You can't make money trading just holding Bitcoin, waiting for it to go to 22 or 23, 25. You don't make money that way. In order to make money, you have to trade the Bitcoin with other altcoins, other currencies. That is the only way to actually make money. So yes, great to hold. Obviously, Bitcoin is going up above 100,000 over the next year or so. That's great. But if you only own, say, half a Bitcoin right now, if all you do is hold it, you're never ever going to own a whole Bitcoin, right? 1 Bitcoin, 2 Bitcoin, whatever it is that you could be owning if you actually traded. And with that said, I shall be doing a video tomorrow morning when I do my usual trading with these sheets every single morning, just to go over exactly what it is that I do, because there's been many of people asking me through Telegram or email. I don't really answer my emails that much. I don't really check them that much. But yeah, lots of people asking how I actually do these signals and how I do that. So I'm going to be doing that in full tomorrow in tomorrow's video. That's it for now. Keep an eye on Bitcoin, and I shall see you guys in the next video.